Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakbadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to you Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently, coming at you once again with another lesson. Alright? So today we're going to be talking about the digital oil. Alright, the MOTB, alright, or as what we know in Revelation 13:16. Alright, we'll see if this video is allowed to go up or not, but if we have a case, I'll probably upload it on one of the off-site channels as well. Alright, now this is news that's been out for a while, but you know, I just felt like going in on the chip. I haven't made a lesson about it in a while. Alright, so I pulled up some articles. Alright, there was I think this is one of the ones that originally grabbed my attention. Alright, this is from July 13th, which is actually just fairly recently. Alright, but there's a couple other ones that are older. This one from 2017, but stuff that, you know, I felt pertained to the lesson. Alright, the topic at hand. And of course, we're going to grab the scriptures most importantly. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read this article. This is by USA Today. Alright, it was published in 2017. It reads, "You will get chipped eventually." Alright? Now, this damn page. Alright, now, first I'm going to go ahead and play the video, or I want to read. You know, I'm going to play the video, and then we're going to actually read a little bit of this article. We got a couple more articles, alright, and then lots more scriptures, alright? So, let's go ahead and play this video.
You will be chipped, it's just a matter of time. That's what analysts and educators tell us, but don't worry, what happened in Wisconsin is not about to go mass market yet. A small firm recently embedded microchips in their employees as a way to bypass company badges and corporate logons and to get attention for their cafeteria kiosks. Corporate logons as microchips in their employees as a...
One of the things you have to watch for in this video is all the things that they're opening and operating with these things. Alright, now this is older technology at this point. Alright, they got much more better technology. They're always what's the word I'm looking for? Innovating. Alright, on this RFID technology. Alright, there was a company, I can't remember, I was reading about it. They a company basically came out with, we can actually look it up. They came out with it's like a new faster version. Let's see, if we go to news. It was one of these. Let's see. That wasn't it. The company had a weird name. Alright, let's see if I can find it. If I don't find it here in a minute, I'm just going to skip it. I don't like a whole bunch of dead air time. Let's see. Now, there was a company. Let's see if it was this one real quick. It might not be. I think I already got this one up and going. Let's see. No, this isn't it. Now there was basically it's a company that produces an RFID manufactures RFID chips and technologies. All right, that's what they're pursuing. All right, and they basically made a new version. It was RFID Rain. If I look that up, that was actually it right there. Now check this out. All right, this is I saw it come up in the history. Here it is. Impinj, alright, releases E910 Rain RFID chip, reader chip for next generation enterprise. Alright, and basically what this does is says they're 80% smaller, alright, lower chip power consumption, alright, and I read something about them being able to here it is. The Impinj E910 provides the highest receive sensitivity at negative 94 decibels per meter of any reader chip available today. Alright, so they're innovating still. It says enabling reader manufacturers to meet speed and distance requirements of demanding RAIN RFID applications such as fast-moving conveyors and high bay warehouse rack systems. Alright, as well as large groups of moving people, I would assume as well. All right, but they're moving. There's different RFID technologies, all right, that they're currently working on. This RFID rain, all right, is something that's definitely interesting. As it says, if you look up RFID rain, you actually see the Impinj logo that they're showing right there. It says, how do rain RFID systems work? All right, basically what it is it's connected to the cloud. All right, it says rain RFID is a passive, battery-free wireless technology that connects billions of everyday items or people to the internet. Rain RFID systems enable businesses and consumers and governments to identify, locate, authenticate, and engage with every item that's been tagged with a rain RFID tag, providing rich real-time data and insight. All right, so real-time data, all right, where they're at, what they're doing. All right, it can identify and locate. All right, so identification is going to be on there. All right, location, GPS. All right, authentication. All right, so authentication is more likely going to be some type of could be, I don't know, some sort of number chain. All right, that authenticates like a barcode, exactly who or what that product is. All right, down to a number, so it won't be able to be faked. So that's what rain RFID is. As you can see, the little logo for it is like what they use for the cloud. It's a cloud. All right, so rain is basically so it says, here we go. What the hell? Here it is. So it basically shows you how this works. All right, it's the network. All right, connects to the software connects to the readers to the tags. All right, which are the tags and the items. So or people. All right, so it's all going to be linked up to a network. All right, and who do you think is going to have control of this network? All right, but continue on. All right, we're going to watch this video, but make sure while you're watching it, see what type of stuff they're opening. We're starting to see little things like this appear around. All right, there's been videos of brothers that certain stores. All right, they have little. Right now you're just waving your hand over them. All right, but those are going to be upgraded. All right, when the time comes.
Pass company badges and corporate logons, and to get attention for their cafeteria kiosk market,
let's restart
go mass market yet. A small firm recently embedded microchips in their employees as a way to bypass company badges and corporate logons and to get attention for their cafeteria kiosks, which are available on a cashless payment plan like Apple Pay.
So as you can see
Chip
here,
proponents tell us that having a chip in the hand,
and as we know now, all right, most of these grocery stores, all right, grocery stores and these gas stations, all right, their pay pads, all right, what do you want to call them? Their card readers, all right. A lot of the time, because the technologies with wireless and tap to pay, all right, through things like Apple Pay, all right, Google Pay, and the tap to pay on the regular debit cards. All right, a lot of these readers, all right, already have RFID technologies in them, so those aren't something that they're going to have to really upgrade like that, I would assume. All right, now I don't know, but I would assume most of those things already have RFID technologies in them. All right, your phones even have RFID technologies in them. All right, with certain barcodes and readings. All right, they have what's called an I can't remember the name of it actually. That's something completely different. Never mind. But yeah, a lot of these times they can read RFID or send RFID labels as well.
is better than grabbing for the cell phone because you can never forget it and you can't lose it, and you have the capability to communicate with machines in a way we couldn't before. Others just think that having a corporation stick a chip in this hand is kind of creepy, even if the companies say that it can track you.
Now you notice what he did there.
In this hand.
He said in this hand. What hand on him is that? All right. It's his right hand, as you can see.
And is kind of creepy, even if the companies say that it can track you and that your information is private.
For me, it's a no, mostly because I'm concerned about what kind of health effects it might have.
For those reasons, analysts we spoke to say that workers at IBM, Facebook, Federal Express, Microsoft, The Gap, and so many other corporate giants have nothing to worry about. They won't get chips soon. Consumers first, corporations second, which is why the analysts say it's going to be a while, but you will be chipped.
Could take you 20 years, but you will be chipped. That's not true. It's not going to be 20 years, but it is true that you will be. All right. Well,
be a while, but
if
you
that's
will.
in your lot, all right.
First,
you will be if you're following along with these governments. All right, they're gonna force it on you. All right, they're not gonna try. At least there's gonna be people that don't take it. There's gonna be a lot of people that do take it. All right, but they are going to try to force it.
Operation second, which is why the analysts say it's going to be a while, but you will be chipped. Progress, right? For USA Today in Los Angeles, I'm Jefferson Graham.
All right. So as you see, they're basically admitting it right there. It says you will get chipped. All right, you will be chipped. All right, they're just saying it's a matter of time. All right, whether you want to believe it or not, this is a news that has been out. All right. As a matter of fact, you should really know about all this stuff in the first place. All right, about the the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. All right, you should know about this by now. If you don't, I don't know where you've been. All right, but it's a lot of some of our people. All right, we got even other Israelite groups. All right, that don't teach about the mark of the beast being on the RFID chip. All right, which is ridiculous because you got Christian groups. All right, that are aware that the RFID is the mark of the beast. All right, regular Christian. All right, bugged out, not knowing anything. Christian groups. All right, that understand what it is. All right, you got regular Edomites. All right, that know what it is, but you got Jake in this thing that refuses to admit what it is. All right, and it's gonna be your ass. All right, it's gonna be your ass in the end if you get that thing. All right, because there's no turning back from this thing. All right, you can repent from your sins, but you cannot repent from getting the chip. All right, that's you take it, you're done. All right, you get it removed, don't matter. All right, Los Angeles. All right, says you will get chipped. It's just a matter of time. In the aftermath of Wisconsin firm embedding microchips in employees last week to ditch company badges and corporate logons, the internet has entered into a full-throated debate. Says religious activists are so appalled they've been penning nasty one-star reviews of the company 3 Square Market on Google, Glassdoor, and social media. I want to actually check that out. All right. It says on the flip side, seemingly everyone else wants to know: is this real life? Is this what real life is going to be like soon at work? Will I be chipped? All right, it will happen to everybody, says Noel Chesley, 49, associate professor of sociology at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Not this year and not in 2018. Maybe not in my generation, but certainly that of my kids. All right, which she or is this Noel? I would assume that's female. So she knows, she's got insider information. All right, I guarantee she's got insider information. All right, but she knows that this is bullshit. All right, it wasn't that year. All right, look what she said, but not this year, not in 2018. All right, and it wasn't in 2017 or 2018. All right, but we're in 2022, and it's looking closer and closer. All right, we've already heard news about cashless society 2023. All right, we've heard about things like these. Or she says maybe not in my generation, but certainly that of my kids. All right, and those kids, all right, are the generation she's speaking of are getting older and older. All right, the last generation. All right, the Gen what are they? Gen Z, the Gen Z kids. A lot of those are in their teen years now. All right. It says Gene Munster, an investor and an analyst at Loop Ventures, is an advocate for augmented reality, virtual reality, and other new technologies. He thinks embedded chips in human bodies is 50 years away, which is bullshit. In 10 years, he says he thinks embedded chips in human bodies is 50 years away, when you just showed people in the fucking video getting it right then and there. That's not 50 years away, that's then and now. All right, and you got, Sweden, and a lot of those people are already chipped. It says in 10 years, Facebook, Google, Apple, and Tesla will not have their employees chipped, he says. You'll see some extreme forward-looking tech people adopting it, but not large companies. The idea of being chipped has too much negative connotation today, but by 2067, where the fuck did you get that year? Just randomly pulled it out your ass? I'm not gonna be here in no 2067. We will have been desensitized by the social stigma, Munster says. All right, you see the way things going. 2067 is not looking great. All right, for you people that want to be around until 2067. It says microchip is shown compared with a dime. All right, they got different sizes. They got big ones. If you ever see ones that they use for animals, they're huge. All right, this is the size. All right. Not a GPS tracker. All right, people think that it's using to well, look at this. That's some bullshit. All right, it says look at this. It says not a GPS tracker. The embedded chip is not a GPS tracker, which is what many critics initially feared. However, analysts believe future chips will track our every move. Now watch this shit. Ready? Right, we're gonna go back to it. All right. Oh, that's weird. I typed something in different last time. Let's see. Damn, I just had it. It was up just a minute ago. I might have typed in something different. Bear with me. God damn it. We just read about it, man. Or was it? There was just a damn thing about it that we pulled up, and now it's not coming up. Here it is. Well, we got this. It says radio frequency identification is used to identify and track objects. We're more specifically thinking about RAIN RFID that's connected up to the network. Let's see if we do RFID RAIN. There it is. There it is. It says, here it is. To locate. Alright? It says RAIN RFID systems enable businesses and consumers to identify, locate. What does it mean to locate? To discover the exact place or position of. Alright? What does GPS mean? Global positioning system, right? Alright? What does that mean? That means it can find out exactly where you are, alright? Your global position, alright? Locate. Alright, and they're saying over here, it says it's not a GPS tracker. But over here, these new ones that were, it's saying that it can locate, alright? That it can locate where a so-called product is. Alright, that sure sounds like a tracker to me, maybe not GPS, alright? But it's some sort of, positioning device for sure, alright? They can locate where the product is, alright? Or whatever asset this thing is put inside of, alright? So that's bullshit. Alright, it says, actually, that's another thing. It says, for example, pets for years have been embedded with chips to store their name and owner contact. Indeed, 32M isn't the first company to embed chips in employees. In 2001, Applied Digital Solutions installed the very chip to access medical records. The company eventually changed hands and stopped selling the chip in 2010. Alright, they probably innovated something different. Alright, it says in Sweden, Biohacks says nearly 3,000 customers have had its chip embedded to do many things, including ride the national rail system without having to show the conductor a ticket. Alright, and maybe that's the thing I was speaking of. Alright, Sweden's doing this crazily. Alright, a lot of those people are getting it. And the U.S. Dangerous Things, a Seattle-based firm, says it sold tens of thousands of chips to consumers via its website. The chip and installation cost about $200. People are signing up to get this done ahead of time. Alright, let alone waiting for the mandate. Alright, it says, after years of being a subculture, the time is now for chips to be more commonly used. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, it becomes part of you the way your cell phone does. Alright, and it'll most likely interlink with your cell phone. Do all this. They're trying to make it sound cool and futuristic. Alright, but here's the thing. It says, for example, pets for years have been embedded with chips to store their name. Alright, those same chips actually can find out where that animal is. Alright, if you go to animal tracking chip, see, yeah, Dog microchips and GPS trackers. See, it's the same situation. All right, not a collar, but the actual. It's a chip. All right, and is it possible to implant a GPS tracker? It says no. The real answer is hard no. That's not true. All right, they actually have these. They actually have microchips. All right, that can actually track where your animal is. Here's the situation they were speaking on. All right, the video that they're speaking on that was happening in Wisconsin. I'm gonna go ahead and play you. What you're gonna witness, all right, before your eyes, is at least one person, all right, receiving the mark of the beast.
Okay, so I want you to take a nice big deep breath in.
This is Seamus. I'm here at 3 Square Market in River Falls, Wisconsin. Today we're going to see some employees actually get chips implanted right into their hands.
Well, originally our main concept was to use it for payment systems like a credit card. And then it led to we can use it on our doors. We're logging into it with our computer systems now.
And that shows you how many things these can be used for. All right, let's go ahead and grab the scripture right now, and we'll get back to it. Revelation 13:16 through 18, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. Do you remember what hand that guy just so happened to hold up? All right, he said, in this hand. All right, you don't believe me? You can go back and rewind the video. All right, in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So what does that mean? It says if you don't have that mark, all right, that digital all right, that Charagma, that RFID chip, all right, that chip, all right, then you're not going to be able to buy or sell. And we just heard the guy say all the things that they're using it for, all right, to access computers, all right, to open doors, all right. And how are you going to go and get food if you can't even get through that door without having that thing in your hand? All right, you try to go into a Walmart. Well, guess what? It's not going to open. All right, it's not going to open without you having it. And you think you're just, I'll just slip by someone. It ain't going to be that easy. I'm sure they're going to have people standing right there in case someone tries to pull some shit like smashing it open or anything. All right, there's going to be a whole new world order. All right, so if you don't have that, all right, what does it say? It says, and no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, and we see Esau. They love to throw that. They love to throw that number around. All right, I recently found another thing that has those numbers in it. All right, it was there's a gaming company. All right, I have some headphones by them. All right, and I was looking at the logo. I was thinking about it, how their logo is, and I was sitting there with my wife, and I was like, you know what? I bet there's 3 6s in that logo, because I had my wireless headphones on it, and I remember what the logo looks like, because they sell a lot of gaming gear for like PC gaming and stuff like that, you know, and they make good they make all right headphones. But anyway, it's not about the quality of the headphones we're talking about here. We're talking about the logo, all right? And one, it's a serpent, all right? And if you look at this logo, all right, they're backwards, all right? Well, if I can get a clear logo. They're backwards, all right? But you can clearly see 1 6 there, another 6 there, and another one there as well. All right, and that's not coincidence, all right? And it also looks like another, it also looks like that Norse symbol. I can't remember what it's called, but you can see that's clearly 3 6, backwards or not, that's clearly 3 6s, all right? Like to the T. That's not even, you don't even have to reach that far to get those, all right? So they hide that number in a lot of things, all right? Does that mean this is the mark of the beast? This company is the mark of the beast? No, it doesn't mean that, all right? But they throw that number around on lots of their stuff, all right, and lots of marketing. There was another one, I can't remember who it was. Was it Who logo? The Who logo? It wasn't the World Health Organization. It was who was it? I'm drawing a blank. There was another logo. one of these organizations. They had 3 6s. All right, I remember seeing a video recently about it. But continuing on, all right, let's read it one more time. Revelations 13 and 16. We'll probably read it again. All right, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great. All right, so small and great, so people small, all right, and people great in stature as well. All right, rich and poor, so rich people and poor people. All right, free and bond, so free and people under slavery, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man, not one, no man, all right, might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. So if you have that mark, you'll be able to buy or sell. You don't have that mark, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. Of a man? Well, I thought the devil was a little red man was a little red creature with a big pointed tail and a pitchfork. What do you mean a man? I thought the devil was just a concept. What do you mean it's a man? All right, it's a man. It's the number of a man. All right, that man being Esau, Edom. All right, the so-called white man. All right, the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, now we do have the spiritual demon Satan as well. All right, but the physical devil, all right, man, all right, is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, and they're probably gonna take this video down, but I don't care. It's just gonna be up on another site. All right, they're not gonna take it down there. All right, Lord willing. If it gets taken down there, it gets uploaded to another site. All right, you can't stop the truth, Esau. All right, it's your stuff's what is it? We're airing you out. All right, you're airing you out. Your shit's out in the air now. All right, you're caught barehanded. All right, or red-handed. All right. So all these slangs and sayings you want to use. All right, you're out there in the open. All right. It's obvious. All right. It's obvious to the point that these bugged out Christians even know it. All right. You should know this by now. All right. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast. All right. Let's see. Let's actually grab. Let's grab. Just get that to stop playing. All right. Let's go to Let's see. I just type in RFID GMS. See if we can get one of the posters up. Of course, they're not going to give you anything. You know what? I probably got it. No, it's not. You know what? You can't find him here. Alright, Mark of the Beast. Alright, we have the... It's not what I wanted either. Let's see what scriptures we got here. They don't want to grab one of these out. We have that one actually, I believe. Grab the one about the grievous sore. Grab the one about the grievous sore. Spelled that wrong. Here it is. We'll grab that one for later. Alright, but so yeah, this is all the parts of an RFID chip. Alright, you got your antenna ID chip. Alright, now we wanted the one with the barcode. RFID GMS barcode. If I can type worth of shit. If we go that's basically one of the I think this is it. I believe that's it. That's close if it's not it. The very chip. I think that's it. All right, as you can see though, yeah, I've seen this image before at least. I believe some camps use this. Some of the GMS camps, I think I've seen them using this one. Let's see if we can grab. Basically, yeah, if you can see that so these different sizes. All right, these different sizes, I believe, the different widths, all right, represent different numbers. All right, so we got 6, 6. All right, so it looks like, okay, so two of these slim bars. All right, that's a 6. Another slim bar right there, 6. All right, and one on the left, one directly in the middle, one on the right, and that's another 6. All right, so as you can see, and there's going to be people trying to debunk it. You're going to see it all over here, that debunked and whatnot, but don't buy into that. All right, let's see. You can see, I've seen this image before. It's a nasty ass image. As you can see, there's a mark. Actually, we're gonna leave that up. We're gonna leave this picture up. We open the image, new tab. All right, we're gonna leave that up. All right. We're actually, you know what we're gonna do? We'll just leave it. All right. So let's go back to it. All right, but we got it. All right. So that's you're not going to be able to buy or sell. All right, and we already heard this guy talking about all the crazy things that you can do with it. All right. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's see what he was saying. What are they doing with it? And there's a lot more utilizations, all right, for the government than what he's using it for.
Well, originally our main concept was to use it for payment systems like a credit card.
Payment systems like a credit card, all right? So what's that? That's buying and selling. You don't have that. If I was to go in there and try to use this kiosk, I wouldn't be able to buy or sell anything. I wouldn't be. I could attempt to steal something. All right, that'd be going off. I would never do that. All right, but guess what? In that time, they're most likely going to have guards. All right, they're going to have not most likely, they will have guards. All right, whole new world order. All right, there's going to be the guards. All right, you're not going to be able to sneak in there and steal something and run off. It's not going to work like that. All right, and even if that was the case, all right, you're not supposed to steal. All right, in its truth at least. All right. But it's not going to be that easy, trust me. It's not going to be just walk in and get your stuff and get out. You just do that. No, there's going to be guards too, all right, as well.
And then
several cameras as well.
Led to we can use it on our doors. We're locked.
All right, so doors. All right, so we said a card system to pay. All right, then he mentioned doors. So if you don't have that chip, you're not going to be able to open the doors. All right, Salaki for the talking. And you're not going to be able to open doors. All right, what else does it say?
Looking into it with our computer systems now.
Oh wow,
You can have
really?
your driver's license
Computer systems. So you're not going to be able to access computers without one. All right.
information.
And that's just like a read at that point. They're most likely gonna have that built in, all right, to computer systems.
On there and your insurance card.
Look how happy he is with that dumbass T-shirt he's got. That wicked ass T-shirt it says "I got chipped," all right. And you took the mark of the beast, all right. You dead boy, all right. And you're an Edomite anyway, so you know you weren't gonna make it anyway. But now it's a million times worse for you.
What is it made of?
There's an RFID reader in there with a small antenna on it. It's encapsulated in like a hard acrylic casing, so that literally it's unbreakable.
What have you tried so far?
We've hit it with a hammer.
Have you really?
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna watch this dude get it.
Pretty quick and easy. It really was.
What we got? What is it? 105, 103. Might want to reference this later. All right. See?
Pretty quick and easy. It really was.
And you just witnessed that guy get the mark of the beast.
I didn't really feel anything, to be honest.
See? Left this nasty bruise on him. All right, as a mark. All right.
To be honest.
Could you track geolocate somebody with a chip like
He's gonna if he says no, he's bullshitting.
this?
This device, no, it's not a GPS tracking device.
Ooh, look at that. although GPS could be added in the future to prevent things like kidnappings. Bullshit. They're saying to prevent things like kidnapping. You know damn well it ain't going to be using to be preventing kidnappings, alright? It's going to be tracking people. There was another person getting one right there. It looked like a woman.
Not too bad.
Excited about, where we can take this technology.
See the specific type of syringe that they're using.
To be honest,
I wish it was better quality. Can I get any better quality? 1080p my ass. It's fucking some low ass resolution shit.
I think there's a lot of positive things we can do in society with it.
There's a lot of positive things we can do in society with it. Look at that devil. Red as hell. Hope the pottage was worth it. Alright, so if you see this, wish I could get a better fucking picture of it. Alright, as we can see, we see the mark on his hand. Alright, let's see, do we get a... so what are we at? We're at 129. Can we see it better going in? Alright, as you can see, if you see the way that's shaped, alright, we're going to get to that in a moment. Alright, so now you think that this is just like one instance, right? There's one instance that people are implementing technologies where no cash will be implemented, and that you can just use RFID or some other type of technology where you don't have to use cash. It was just this. It was just this this instance, right? That was it. No, that's completely false. As we see here, RFID provides walk-in and walk-out shopping experience. Finland, all right, dangerously close to Sweden. All right, the ones that are doing all that RFID technology stuff right now, all right, getting their people chipped. So Finland's Block Store Group launched automated concept stores last year and now plans new sites at which shoppers can use an app to be identified. What does it say? It says they launched automated concept stores last year, all right, and this is, of course, from July 13th, 2022, so they're speaking of 2021, Slovakia, and now plans new sites at which shoppers can use an app to be identified as they enter the store, remove tagged item from shelf, and simply exit, all right? So what this is speaking of, it says right now they're saying they're using an app, all right, to be identified to enter a store, all right? Well, that app's going to quickly switch over to a chip. All right, the technology's so easy to switch over. You got to realize all this stuff has been planned. All right, a lot of these are easy implementations. They just switch over. All right, like the videos you see of the brothers that showed those things where you waved your hands to get in and out of a store or in and out of a bathroom. All right, or there was one, I think it was into an apartment complex of some sort. All right. If I might not be remembering correctly of exactly where it was, but it was like a complex, all right, where people lived. All right, and it was you waved your hand and the door opened. All right, those things like that, it's going to be easier. Those situations like that, it's going to be easy to just pop those things open, flip a switch. All right, and now it goes from activating with hands, all right, to being activate with a chip. All right, and it's the same thing with these stores. All right, it's going to go from being connected to your phone, all right, to an app, and they're going to switch it over, and it's going to go to an RFID chip. All right, it's as simple as that. All right, and if you don't believe it, you don't buy it. Well, then get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wasting your time watching a video about something you don't believe in. That you're not buying. All right, get out of here. This isn't for you. All right, but if you're believing this, all right, then it's a good thing, because that RFID chip, that mark of the beast, all right, it's if you take that, man, you're done. All right, that's it, and we're gonna get into why that is. We're gonna get into why that RFID chip, if you take that, you're done. All right, so it says, do we want to read more of this? We'll read a little bit of it. All right, we're not gonna bolster, go through every single little article in this thing. It goes on for quite a while. All right, but we're gonna show this picture. All right, it says Finnish technology company Block Store Group is working with grocery retailers. All right, and you're like, well, this is just in Finland for now. All right, and you can't think this is not just in Finland, because we got brothers in the United States that have been showing these hand waving devices, and we have Amazon Go as well. All right, we're going to show that as well. All right, so that shows you that this technology is in America as well. It says Unmanned is working with grocery retailers to open unmanned markets that provide shoppers with walk-in, walk-out service. The system leverages UHF RFID technology to identify goods, track inventory from the warehouse, and enable customer purchases and inventory replenishment. All right, so they're saying that they're using RFID technology to identify goods and whatnot. All right, but it's also going to be, it says that you need a phone app to enter the store. All right, so not only are they going to use RFID technology to identify goods, they're going to be using it to identify the people that are walking out of the damn store. All right, it says to enable customer purchases and inventory replenishment. While the project began with a half dozen concept stores, a full-size grocery store opens this summer in Helsinki, with more to follow. All right, and Helsinki is a large city within Finland. With more to follow, all of our stores are in Helsinki metropolitan area, says Jahu Maija or Jala. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that name any better than that. Block Stores Group CEO, currently we are finalizing our newest store that has space for over 1,000 SKUs. All right, stock keeping units. All right, whenever there's an item, if you've worked in retail, you got SKU, like a SKU code. All right, and it's individual identification. All right, if you type in that SKU, that exact product's going to come up. All right, it says Block Store won RFID Journal Award for the best use of RFID to enhance a product or service at this year's RFID Journal Live conference and exhibition. Held in Las Vegas. This was held in Las Vegas. All right. The company is now scaling its solution by not only opening new stores, but also adding SKUs within these much larger sites. Blah 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 blah. It's just going to continue on. All right. Ooh, what's it say? With initial focus on Europe. All right. The long-term plans to open stores in North America as well. All right. So let's see. Do we want to read anything more about this? It says no, we're gonna leave it there. As you can see though, right here, all right, they got these little readers. I don't know if those are. Let's see. The system was designed to offer convenience for customers who have grown accustomed to shopping online and having goods delivered to their homes. A lot of people are doing that now. I ain't with it. I'd much more go out in public and get my stuff. All right, I don't know. I like my things to look a certain type of way. Fruits, vegetables. I don't want nobody picking them out for me. I want to do it myself. All right, but that's just me. It's just weird doing stuff like that. I don't know. If you're like not able, if you're older or something, I could see it. If you're able-bodied, man, just I don't see the damn point. All right, not dogging on any of you brothers and sisters that use it. I just don't see it personally. All right, not that it's going off doing that. All right, you can do it. It's not going off. It's just weird to me. All right. Says So you see these. I don't know if you have to put your phone up to those, or if it's just like that's phone. I don't know, but you see. Then there's also showing another picture that showed Block Store Group. If you go to their website, it shows there's fucking cameras just littered over these places. If where's the video? There it is. Skipped right past it. All right, there was shows you over here. There's just cameras lined up. All right, every single one of these things. There's tons of cameras. How they plan it to be, at least. All right, so it's showing you that, which I see. I believe that would be a camera there. I don't know if these are cameras or some type of reader. It looks like they're there to, if you don't have some type of thing, your phone or whatnot, it might not open. It looks like a door bar of some sort. I'm not sure. All right, but it definitely looks sus. All right. So here's something that we do have in America. All right, Amazon Go. You look at Amazon Go. All right, and can we get locations? Can we go find locations? See all stores. So there's not too many. All right, we got I think there's 2 over here in San Francisco. Two, at least 2. Oh no, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 in San Francisco. You got some in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another one up there. Yeah, 7 in Washington. All right, and you got some on the East Coast as well. You got some in Chicago, and you got some in New York. All right, and I imagine there's quite a few in New York. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 in New York. All right. Might as well do Chicago while we're here. How many's in Chicago? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 in Chicago. All right, and that's just ones we know. ones that are currently up and running, I guess. All right, so these are things that are actually available. All right, let's see what they're doing. All right, again, you remember it's going to talk about the using an app. All right, but that app's going to change into a little chip in your hand. Boom. See, he had to swipe it.
Years ago, we started to wonder, what would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? What if we could weave the most advanced machine learning, computer vision, and AI into the very fabric of a store, so you never have to wait in line? No lines, no checkouts, no registers.
Looks fucking dystopian, man. This don't even look normal. This don't look natural. I wouldn't want to shop at this store. It looks fucked up.
Welcome to Amazon Go. Use the Amazon Go app to enter. Then put away your phone and start shopping. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. Anything you pick up is automatically added to your virtual cart. If you change your mind about that cupcake, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart automatically. So, how does it work? We used computer vision, deep learning algorithms, and sensor fusion, much like you'd find in self-driving cars. We call it Just Walk Out technology.
Wow, innovative.
Once
Really
you
got
got everything
creative
you
with
want,
the name there.
you can just go. When you leave, our Just Walk Out technology adds up your virtual cart and charges your Amazon account. Your receipt is sent straight to the app, and you can keep going. Amazon.
Bullshit. That's what they got now. That eventually you're not going to be able to get in there without that chip. All right, you're not going to be able to get there without that chip. All right, and you said, well, you can just walk right by those. There's nobody standing there. Yeah, walk right by them when there's a guy with a fucking M16 standing there, or M4 or whatever the fuck, whatever type of gun. All right, standing right there. So you just go ahead and walk on by. See how that's going to work for you. All right, unless you have this little thing. All right. It says the Amazon Go app for iOS and Android links their Amazon account as the primary method of paying for items at the store alongside cash at certain locations. The app is required to enter the store, which has turnstiles that scan a QR code generated in the app. And this is the Amazon Go page. All right, so we got that. Slovakia, we got that out of the way. All right. So, let's see. Let's read it one more time now that we've got all this together. All right, it's all been added up. Revelation 13 and 16 through 13 and 18. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man may buy nor sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, let's get 17 one more time just to hammer it in. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. So it's pretty simple. All right. Now, how do we know that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast? Well, it's plain and simple. All right. You got people saying the mark of the beast is sin. All right. You got people saying the mark of the beast is sexual relationships with a white woman. All right. None of those add up. All right, to the scripture. All right. So when you add things up, all right, and that's a thing we should be doing when you use your brain. All right, and that a new technology, all right, called using your brain. It's a new idea. All right, using your brain. All right, you can find out that it's not talking about any of those things. All right, is laying down with a white woman going to keep you from buying food or selling? No. How? Please explain how. All right, how is that the mark of the beast? All right, or sin. Sin's not the mark of the beast. You shouldn't be doing sin, but it's not the mark of the beast. All right. Now, if we go, all right, and this word mark, all right, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, so let's go to the first simplest way. All right, go and type in mark. What does mark mean? All right, a visual impression or trace on something as a line, cut, dent, stain, or bruise. All right, a badge, brand, or any other visible sign assumed or imposed. All right. Yeah. So there. That's the. Can we do 13? Grab mark. All right, here. From Latin, record. Definition 1: a visible line made by drawing one substance on another as a mark made by chalk or charcoal or a pen. 2, all right, a line, groove, or depression made by stamping or cutting. An incision. Ooh, what does that say? An incision. A channel or impression as the mark of a chisel, of a stamp, of a rod or whip, mark of a finger or foot. All right, and we got multiple as we go. All right, but these are the ones. All right, now what is the let's actually clone that so we can go back to that. Now, what is the Webster 1828? All right. The 1828 version of Webster Dictionary is excellent for those who wish to study older books written in English from that time period and before. All right, those studying the King James Bible will find this a useful reference. All right, so it's for studying books. All right, from 1828 and before. All right, so that's what it's a tool for. All right, most notably the King James Bible, of course. All right, so it's giving you the old definitions. All right, not, a lot of these definitions have been toyed with and messed with. All right, so it's giving you the old definition. All right, that's why it's better as well to use the King James version. All right, because it's close to the Hebrew. All right, everything as time goes by, they start messing with more and more stuff. All right, so it's if you can find it in the 1828, it's probably the better way to go. All right, but right here it says 2. All right. An incision. What is an incision? What's an incision? An incision is a cut through the skin that is made during surgery. That sounds awfully familiar. Now, wait, what surgery? What is a surgery? Let's see what a surgery is. A surgery. All right. Let me get an actual definition. It says surgery, a branch of medical practice that treats injuries, diseases, or deformities by the physical removal, repair, or readjustment of organs and tissues, often involving cutting into the body. Can we, we see if surgery is a thing in here. Let's see, active healing by manual operation, or that branch of medical science which treats manual operations of the healing and disease injuries of the body. More general sense, active healing, external diseases, surgery. No, that's that's generally in surgery, they're just cutting you open. They might be fixing something. It could be changing something as well. That's why you got plastic surgery. All right, it's not a plastic surgery isn't treating you from a disease. All right, it's adding something. All right, so what if we grab surgical? Surgical, relating to surgery. All right, well, we know that surgery isn't always referring to. It says investigate or treat a pathological condition such as a disease or injury, all right, to help improve bodily function, okay, or appearance, all right, or repair unwanted ruptured areas, all right, and other things, all right, if you just want to insert something. There's what do they call it? They call it, there's a name for it. I can't remember. For a while, people were inserting magnets, all right, magnet implant. Magnet implant hand. Yeah, see, people were doing this for fun. They have a word for it. It's called there's a word for it. Let me see. Transhumanism. Yeah, transhumanism. It says, what does it say? Transhumanism is a movement related by the implants in their relation to transhuman qualities, which microchip subdermal implanted individuals are commonly grouped together with. All right, so transhumanism. All right, what is transhumanism? All right, it says philosophical and intellectual movement which advocates enhancement of the human condition by developing and making widely available sophisticated technologies that can greatly enhance longevity and cognition. All right, mental action, acquiring knowledge. Also predicts the inevitability of such technologies in the future. All right, so transhumanism. Let's see, biologists to popularize the term transhumanism in influential 1957 essay. Of course, we got a so-called white man. All right. See. So yeah, we see what an incision means. Let's read it one more time. It says mark. All right, a line, groove, or depression made by stamping or cutting. An incision. All right, an incision. An incision is a cut to the skin that is made during surgery, also called a surgical wound. It's plain and simple, guys. Plain and simple. All right, we got that. You don't believe it? Whatever. Ain't gonna bash you over the head with it and try to get you to understand it. All right, but let's go to here's something. If we go to the blue letter, all right, and go to the same scripture, all right, let's show that we're not pulling any tricks. We're not pulling a fast one. This is Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. If we go down here, all right, stay with me. All right, if we go down here, go to Mark, all right, and this is the Strong's, all right. What is Strong's Greek? Strong's Greek is a translating thing. Here, I'll get it for you so you don't think, because you're always going to buck up. Strong's Concordance, all right, these also concordance of the Bible generally known. Strong's Concordance is a Bible concordance, an index of every word in the King James Version constructed under the direction of James Strong from 1890. All right, so there you go. This isn't something we made, all right, to try to, you're pulling a fast one. Nope, we're not pulling a fast one. It's right here. All right, this isn't some Hebrew Israelite thing. All right, this is just blue letter Bible, a regular Bible that like regular Christians use. All right, so it's not something we made to pull a fast one. All right, so if we go here and I exit out of the other one, I already had it up just to show you that I didn't mess with it in any way. All right, right here, a mark. All right, Strong's, going to Strong's. All right, so here it is. All right, Charagma. All right,
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
All right. This is a stamp, an imprinted mark. This is a physical imprinted mark. This is a physical thing, not a spiritual thing, like the spiritual, like the spiritual mark that Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave his elect. All right, that's a different thing. That's a spiritual mark. The Charagma, the digital all right, the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, all right, is a physical stamp, imprinted mark. Physical, all right, something that is done, put into the body. All right, it says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. All right, the mark branded upon scriptures. All right, thing carved. All right, a graven work. All right, what is carved? Let's see if we grab carved. What does carved mean? Carved definition. All right, cut or engraved to produce an object, design, or inscription. All right, a cut. All right, do we have another one? Carved, cut. All right, to slice, to cut. All right, we got let's do it again. Carved definition, 1832. That's not what we want. 1828, Slovakia. Let's grab carve. cut into small pieces. All right, to cut. All right, wood, stone, or some other material into a particular form. Usually a chisel to engrave. To make or shape by cutting. To cut. All right. Let's see, engrave. To literally scratch or to scrape. All right. To picture or represent by incisions. There's that word again, incision. All right. Here's another one. To cut metals or stones or other hard surfaces with a chisel or graver. To cut figures, letters, devices, or stone or metal. To mark by incision. All right. See, not cave, carve. All right, let's grab, cut. All right, simple to cut. What does cut mean? We should all know this. All right. To make an opening, incision, or wound in something with a sharp-edged tool. See, this is why you have to go into these definitions and keep going back to what the root word means. All right, to make all right, is this a sleeping with a white woman? No. Is it sin? No. All right, what does it sound like? All right, it sounds like the RFID chip. All right, and we know it's the RFID chip. All right, we've been taught to it by the elders and apostles, the apostles and elders on down from Great Millstone. All right, who do have the 100% truth, all right, as it was given to them by the Most High. If you don't believe it, that's on you. All right, then carved, sculpture, graven work, all right, and this goes back to the word, where was this used? All right, stamper and printed mark on of the mark stamped on the forehead of the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, all right, Revelations 13 and 16, as we just read, all right. Goes directly back to that. Now here's a trip. If you grab this word, all right, in Greek, all right, we'll read it. How's it pronounced one more time? Charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Charagma. All right. Take that. All right. Go to this page. You can do it yourself. Take this. Right click on it, and search for it. All right. Now you got it up, all right? See, we did it right there. You can see no fun, no games. We just did it right in real time. All right, now go over here and go to images. Wow, look what's coming up. Look at all this. We got right there, all right, RFID chip. Number of the beast. I can't read that. All right, it's Bill Gates. I don't know if it might be talking about the vaccine or something. The vaccine is not the mark of the beast either. All right. We got another one with the RFID chip. We got I don't know what that's talking about. All right. RFID chip. RFID chip. Let's see what we got. RFID chip. Not an RFID chip, but a chip. All right, RFID chip. RFID chip. All right, now see those people that are saying it's the vax. That's bullshit. No, it's not that at all. All right, and they'll probably take me down for just saying it when I just said that it's not. All right. Another one right here, RFID chip. All right, so you should know by now, and it's that simple to find out. All right, and they're gonna have a few stumbling blocks thrown in there, but you should know. It all goes back to the number of the beast. All right, RFID chip. All right, boom. All right, so now that we got that, all right, Charagma. All right, another name for this. All right, let's see. We got as we see right here. It's a sore. All right, now let's grab Revelation 16 and 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them that worshipped his image. All right, so we know a physical sore is going to appear upon these people. Now, it sure looks like a physical sore. All right, we're going to see a physical sore. And when you saw that guy that, if you watch his hand, all right, now I'm sure the actual sore is going to be a lot worse than this. All right, but as you can see, there's a physical sore, and that's just after it was done. All right, that's going to turn into a big-ass bruise, all right, and fester. Shit's nasty.
Honest.
So as you can see, you know, I'll show it again.
I didn't really feel
So we saw a physical
anything to be
physical mark, all right, an imprint, a bruise, all right. We've seen that. We can close out of that now, all right. As you can see, in the first, Revelation 16:2, one more time. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Now this is all set up by who, of course? Who do you always see? All right, and I don't know who the hell this dude is, but you always see the face of Esau, Edom, all right, so-called white men, because they're the ones that setting all this up anyway. So, what's going to happen if you get this thing? All right, let's go ahead and read Revelation 14:9 through 14:11. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Babylon. The wine is not speaking of literal wine; it's talking about the judgment and destruction that's coming to it. The wine, what's the word? The punishments. All right, the drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. Or not Babylon. I don't know if I said that. That's a different scripture. All right, shall drink the wine of the wrath of the Most High. So the consequences. All right, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, and this isn't speaking of hell. All right, this is speaking of the fire by those ICBMs. All right, intercontinental ballistic missiles. And that's what this is speaking of. All right, because there's another thing. All right, America, Babylon the Great. All right, as it's known in the scriptures. All right, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, spiritual Egypt is going to be in the end days, all right, when Yahushua turns up to deliver his elect and punish the evil people of this world, all right, being the Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, as well as the other nations that aren't of Israel, all right, being so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as other nations that is not as well as other nations, as well as people scattered abroad that may look like those nations, all right. So you're gonna have you're gonna have people that look white, all right, that they're actually Israelites, all right, such as myself, all right. To the eye, all right, I would look like a so-called white man, all right, and in certain summer months, you could argue that I look like a so-called Issacharite, or not a so-called Issacharite, a so-called Mexican, all right, an Issacharite as we know them as, all right. When I get a little bit darker, all right, because I'm a dark-complected person. But for the most time, all right, if you were pointing me at a crowd, you probably just think I'm so-called white person, all right. But you'd be mistaken, all right. We're gonna have Israelite brothers. We got there's people in was it China, all right, that were teaching the word of Yahushua, or teaching the name Yahushua, all right, Yahweh as well, I believe. And they look like a bunch of regular Asian people, all right. But if they're teaching that name and they're going into that name, all right, that more likely Israelites. All right, just like you're gonna have so-called people that look like so-called black people, all right, they're actually just tares, they're actually just Edomites, all right, or other nations, all right, because we can't go entirely based off of skin color, all right, because we've been scattered amongst the nations. We're gonna look like these other nations are gonna look like us, all right, but okay, the only people that are gonna be saved are the true elect of Israel. All right, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai knows who those people are, regardless of what they look like. All right, he goes by spirits, not off of color. All right. It says so when those nukes hit, all right, the people, even you Israelites, if you took that mark, all right, you're gonna burn in that fire. All right, it don't matter who you are, if you take that mark, you're burning in the fire. All right. Now it says in the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receive the mark of his name. All right, does that mean literal forever and ever? No, not literal forever ever. It's going to feel like forever and ever, but it can't be literal forever, because these same people, especially these Edomites that are going to take it, and a lot of Edomites are going to take that chip, have to be in the kingdom to serve us. All right. Of course, we're going to be ruling under King David, as well as Yahushai and Yahweh. All right. on down, all right, so from Yahweh on down, all right, with Yahushua, King David, all right, as well as the other rulers as well, all right. So they can't burn forever because these people have to Esau, Edom, all right, as well as these other nations have to go into captivity, all right, and serve us in the kingdom, all right, and go into a captivity. Okay, so they can't stand there burning forever and ever. All right, it's going to feel like forever and ever. All right, but it's not physical forever. All right. Revelation 19 and 20 says. All right, so yeah, so this is we're gonna grab this and then we'll explain it. Revelation 19 and 20, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image, and these both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. The beast being NATO, all right, EU, all right, and the false prophet being the Roman Catholic Church. All right, we have. Oh, actually, I have a diagram for this. We go here, here, here. All right. The beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO. All right, the 7 heads, 7 governments, the kingdom ruled by Esau. All right, so we got Germania Major, the Romans, the French, the Spanish, the Germania Minor, and the British. All right, as well as the Greeks. All right, and it says, does this mention the false prophet? This one might not mention the false prophet, all right, but here's that RFID that we see, all right, that code, all right. It's the philosophies of Babylon the Great, all right. As you can see, this is a GMS creation. Yeah, so if you want to pause and read this, all right, you can go ahead and check it out. All right, it doesn't mention that. I don't think it mentions the false prophet on this one, but we do know who the false prophet is. The false prophet being the Roman Catholic Church. All right, they're both cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. All right, there's nuclear fire. All right, because this place is going to be on fire. All right, Babylon the Great is going to be on fire from all these nuclear missiles hitting this place and tearing this place up. All right, now what else do we have? All right, yeah, here we go. Let's see, we want to get yeah, let's grab this. So this is Exodus chapter 21. This is speaking of the all. All right, now we sometimes. All right, I believe it was I may be incorrect. The first person I think that I heard it. I believe the first person I heard use digital all was Elder Apostle Tahar. All right, now the digital all is something we use to refer to the mark of the beast. All right, the RFID chip and. All right, so it's another thing we refer to because a lot of the time when we come out and do these videos, they end up getting taken down. All right, now this is more likely going to get uploaded on an alternate channel. All right, as well as being uploaded on the what's it called, the Odyssey page. All right, I don't want to put this on my main channel because this is just asking for a strike. All right, but it's got to come out. All right, one way or another. So this is Exodus chapter 21 explaining digital all. It says, now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. All right, if thou buy a Hebrew servant, all right, these are the rules. If you buy for a Hebrew servant, what happens? All right, and the way to go about it. If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years shall he serve, and in the 7th he shall go free for nothing. And if he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If the master if he came in, if he was married and came in with his wife, all right, he's going to go out with his wife. If he came in by himself, he's going to go out by himself. It says, but if his master, it doesn't say but it says, if his master have given him a wife, and she have bore him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. So those are still property of the master. All right. It says, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master. All right, listen here closely. If the servant, all right, servant being a Hebrew servant, shall say, where to go? If the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. All right, and the master we're using, all right, Esau, Edom. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, and unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. All right. So what is an awl? Shall bore his ear with an awl. Actually, let's grab this in a blue letter. So it mentions an awl. All right. Let's see. This lesson's been going on. I don't know how long. It's got to be at least an hour so far. An awl. All right. An awl, a boring instrument. All right. Can we get an awl? Let's just, if we look at an awl, it'll show a picture. Here we go. An awl. All right. It's a leather tool. All right. Looks kind of similar to that. I got rid of it, but it looks kind of similar to that other thing. But it also goes back to a needle, like a charagma with that shaped like a snake. All right, a snake's fang. All right. So that's an awl. All right, and an awl is a boring device. You use it to make holes. All right, in leather or wood. All right, as we can see. All right. So what would it said? It said, he shall bore his ear with an awl, and he shall serve them forever. So it's a mark, all right? So he knows who that person's property, all right, and he shall be served forever. So when you get that RFID chip, that mark of the beast, all right, that's like the digital version of the awl, all right? You're accepting that and basically saying, that you love your master, your wife and your children, and you don't want to go out free. You want to stay here in the society with Esau Edom. You're basically giving yourself property, Esau Edom. All right. So when Yahushua comes back, he's going to know. He's going to be like, oh, I'm passing over them. He wants to be part of this world. All right. He wants to be under Esau Edom's rule. All right. So you're going to burn with those people. All right. Now, this is all going to happen eventually. All right. These things becoming mandatory. All right. Right now, it's just they're giving you the illusion that it's just a choice thing. It's just a choice. All right. But these eventually are going to become mandatory. All right. And if you don't get them, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to leave. All right. You're not going to be able to leave town. All right. You're not going to be able to get on a plane. All right. You're not going to be able to do anything. All right. And that would be a decree. All right. So when they go out and say you're not going to be able to do that, that's a decree. All right. And more than that, it's an unrighteous decree. All right, and this is Isaiah 10:1, and it reads, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." All right, so who's the one that has what is a decree? A decree is a law. All right, if you go to a decree, it says an official order issued by a legal authority. All right, an order, all right, a command, an edict, all right, proclamation, all right, a bill, an act, all right. Who's the one that can pass these things? Esau Edom. They're the ones that are doing all the works with decrees, all right, and edicts, all right, and all these different situations, proclamations, all right. That's all Esau Edom that's working with those things, all right. So woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. When we were forced to strap our faces up, that was an unrighteous decree, all right. When you're told that you have to have this certain thing to go into a store, all right, or go to a concert. All right, as we saw years ago, that's an unrighteous decree. When eventually it comes to the pass that you can't go and buy or sell unless you have that mark. All right, that's an unrighteous decree. All right, this is all right. So who's that speaking of? Woe is speaking of destruction. All right, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. All right, them that decree those things. All right, are Esau Edom. All right, the so-called white man. All right, that we know as the devil the Bible speaks of. All right, so what's going to happen to these people? Are these people going to get away scot-free? Absolutely not. All right, this is Psalms chapter 52, verse 1. It says to the chief musician, Mashil, Psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Ahimelech. While boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man, the goodness of the Most High endureth continually. The tongue deceiveth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Selah. Though thou loving all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Right here. Psalms 52 and 5. God, the Most High, all right, Salakia, the Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and shall root thee out of the land of the living. Selah. All right, so no, what else do we got? It says, Malachi 1 through 1 and 4. The burden of the word of the Most High to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Most High? Yet I loved Jacob. All right, so this is other proof that the Most High, the Most High only really likes Jacob. All right, Jacob being Israel. All right, and Israel being so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that go back to their respective tribes. All right, it says, and I hated Esau. This is also proof that the Most High hates.
Oh, God would never hate anybody. He would never hate anybody. He loves everybody.
It says, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. The Most High hates Esau, all right? So if you're Esau, guess what? The Most High hates your ass, all right? He hates you, all right? He doesn't love you. He's not everybody can be saved, all right? That's not a thing that can happen, all right? He hates Esau, all right? It says, we're gonna get that one, all right?
He's gonna stop hating us.
Says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And Esau is snarky as shit.
Well, we're going to return and just start building it again. We're going to build again. You tear it down, we're going to build it again.
And it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. Guess what? They're going to try to build. Most kind of saying, nope, knock it right down. All right, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Forever. Not for a little bit, forever. What does indignation mean? Anger and annoyance, all right, displeasure, all right, unhappy with, all right, discontent, not content with, vexation, irritated with, all right, it really just goes back to hate, all right, and dislike, all right, the people whom the Lord hath indignation forever, all right, not a little bit, all right, he's steady on these people, all right, he hates them, all right, and he's going to pay them back for what they've done, all right. Now, I'm going to close out with this. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. All right, least Satan shall... let's see, do we want to read up? No. Lest Satan shall get the advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so that's one of the reasons we need to be on the watch out, all right, and looking, all right, and looking at these things and seeing what they're doing, all right, because we don't want to be ignorant of his devices, all right. We want to see what's going on, all right. We want to see these things that are being implemented, all right. We want to see these, when we see these readers, all right, we see those things, we know what they are, all right. We're not to be ignorant of his devices, all right. We don't want to fall into his trap, all right. It says, lest Satan should get any advantage of us, all right. We don't want him to have an advantage on us, all right. We want to have the one-up in reality through the Spirit, the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We do have the one-up on him. We already know what he's going to do before he does it, all right. Why? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai lets us know these things, all right. So that's why we're looking at these things, watching these things, all right. It's it's basically watching and looking for the signs of the times, all right. Let's grab that real quick. We're gonna close out with that. The signs of the times. All right. Discern the signs of the times. Where is it at here? It says Matthew 16 and 3. I'll read up on 16 and 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, you will say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? All right. So when you look out that outside and you see that big dark cloud, you know it's going to rain. All right. And right now, all this news we're hearing about, that's that big dark cloud. All right. And you should be able to discern that and see that we're in the end times. All right. And it's getting closer and closer. All right. So with that, I'm going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem HaKakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing, Shalom.